Welcome to the first episode of the MuchMusic Round Up. I'm Sade.
And I'm Georgia. And we got the biggest stories for you in music this week in case you missed it.
Festival and tour announcements, and some major drops of the month.
Stay tuned to the end to check out our top 10 music videos for the month of January.
Selena Gomez shares emotional Instagram story over the deportation of Latinos in the US.
All my people are getting attacked. The children. I don't understand. I'm so sorry. I wish I could do something, but I can't. I don't know what to do. I'll try everything, I promise.
Yeah, this was a huge story this week, and I'm honestly shocked at the amount of controversy and backlash there was surrounding her even posting this story. I think that's honestly what the biggest part of this whole thing was.
Like, she posted a video of her crying. She's really upset about the new deportation policy and how it's being carried out. Her being Mexican and her grandparents having come over to the States to afford her a better life. She relates to the situation a lot. She later deleted the story and posted another story that said, apparently it's not okay to show empathy.
Which, right off the bat, I go, oh wait, why? What happened?
Right? I was like, oh, people are actually coming for her for this, for showing emotion over something that affects people of her community.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of people always think, one, there's the whole notion that putting up a camera to cry is like kind of cringe.
There's calling it tone deaf.
Yeah, and people are saying tone deaf.
I went on TikTok and not even knowing initially that it was an issue with so many people. I was shocked to see how many things were coming up of people actually being genuinely upset and bashing.
Yeah, because it doesn't matter. It's like, as long as you're rich and you're well off, you couldn't possibly understand how it feels to.
Yeah, you're not allowed.
You're not allowed to feel that way. You should be rich. But if they don't say anything, then it's like, what are you guys doing? You guys aren't helping.
Why aren't you saying anything? Why aren't you even like exactly?
We look forward to seeing. She's big into philanthropy, though.
She is. She is.
I hate saying that word, philanthropy.
She is.
Yeah, shout out to Selena.
Yes. Next story. Gracie Abrams responds to a petition to replace DORA Jar as tour opener. Basically, Gracie Abrams came out and announced her tour opener for the European and UK leg of her shows, and people were, I can't even say we're upset. Had the audacity to speak up and complain
about the opener.
In efforts to try to, make a petition to get her replaced and change the art. Guys, are we forgetting that everyone, one point or another, starts off somewhere, and you have to start off as an opening act, and just because maybe you don't know this artist, or whatever the case may be, I don't even know the people's reasons for this, this is how people get their start. You don't just get a free ticket to a Taylor Swift show through another show. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't get a free ticket to some big artist through another big artist. That's not how it works.
But
we're trying to uplift artists.
What people were saying, so this is what the petition said. We are perplexed as we do not recognize her.
That's the point. You're trying to get put on to a new artist.
For a memorable concert experience, an opening act should set the mood and get the crowd excited. But Dora's slow tempo songs may not achieve this goal. Now, Dora's songs are described as bedroom pop. She released her debut EP in 2021, so still a very new artist.
Yes.
But she did open for Billie Eilish on her Happier Than Ever tour. So
did she?
She did, and that's kind of how she got put into the limelight. In response to this petition, this is what Gracie Abrams said.
Just hearing about this absolute ridiculousness, so wildly uncool and bizarre, and also just does not remotely add up. I've only seen everyone's total excitement, and I couldn't be luckier or prouder to share a stage with this talented wonder. Stream everything she's ever made, whether or not you're coming to the show. Dora forever and ever. What a supportive queen!
I know, I love when
she has her back.
Exactly, because obviously she's, enlisted her for this. Like, why would you think she would then turn around and be like, hey girls, the fans don't want you, actually get off my tour?
Yeah, that is crazy.
Yeah.
I think would be so wrong. Also, you guys are kind of dissing Gracie for wanting this artist to open for her.
Exactly, like this is you're disrespecting my homegirl Gracie, honestly. Dora also responded and she said, hate comes with the job. The truth is, this is the biggest outpouring of love I've ever received from a fan base who is still unfamiliar with me. Gracie has beautiful, open-hearted fans, and I'm so excited for this.
Okay.
So I'm glad she's focusing, on the positive. She's still kind of making light of the situation, and she understands, not everyone's gonna like you. So I think she's really handling this with grace.
Yeah, and I think even with this situation, the fact that something so unfortunate like came about this situation, I think on the counter, there's probably a lot of people, that's why she's probably saying that this is the biggest outpouring of love I've ever received. So maybe on the other hand, people are also sticking up for her. Shout out to Dora and shout out to Gracie.
Blackpink's Jisoo signs to Warner Records. Now this is really exciting because we've seen the other Blackpink girls release their solo stuff, you know.
Everyone's popping off.
Everyone's popping off, they're doing their own thing. Like, I feel like all of them are such heavy hitters.
Yeah.
Like no weak link in the group at all. Rose already released her debut album, Rosie, and that did really well. Like she had Apathy on there, and that's like what, number, like 13 weeks at number 1.
Yeah.
Jennie just released a song, I'm gonna guess that Love Hangovers off the album.
Yes.
That's also coming up, so.
New music video for that too. It was
Music
really
video
cute
for
and
that.
fun though.
It was really cute, and then Lisa obviously has been doing different work throughout the year. She had Rockstar, she had her release with Rosalia.
Yeah.
So they're all really doing a lot, but I think for Jisoo,
specifically,
we weren't sure when we were gonna get solo work from her because she's been into her acting bag, you know what it is. She is releasing her album on February 14th.
Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Amortage, coming soon.
Amortage, yeah, so I love that it was, we get the announcement about Warner Records, and then shortly after, album announcement date. Then also on February 7th, her show debuts, Newtopia.
Okay.
So February is a big month for Jisoo, and we're excited to see like the other Blackpink girls release their solo stuff and see how all their sounds are individually.
J.Cole started a blog.
Do you remember blog days? Did you ever read any blogs?
I didn't really. I feel like blogging was just before my time.
Okay.
And I did know, I think blogs were a thing, but I wasn't a heavy blogger, a blog girly, but I kind of like that he's bringing it back. What do you think?
I love it too. I think it's so funny. Like, he's always wanted to start one, and this is kind of his first, like, hey guys, like, this is what I'm gonna do. So it's just really wholesome, like, to think, you know, Kendrick Lamar is on one side, stadium tour, Super Bowl, getting buckets of Gatorade thrown on him.
J. Cole's like, dear blog, dear daily blog.
Drake's in Australia, riding a kangaroo, you know, on tour, doing his whole thing, fighting legal battles.
I appreciate him going into this new hobby, you know?
Yeah, like I feel like I want to hear what are his thoughts while he's like on a bike. What does he see? What are his thoughts about it, you know? And then we get Beach J. Cole and like his beach thoughts, you know, stuff like that. Also, I would love to hear some more like music recommendations from J. Cole. That would be really cool.
Oh, I would like that. It's like he becomes a friend.
Yeah, because even J. Cole introduced Dr. Dre to Kendrick Lamar. So Lamar.
Stay tuned, guys, and hopefully we'll get some more of J. Cole in this new blog.
Now we're kicking off the new year with some tour and festival lineup announcements. The Weeknd announced his After Hours Till Dawn stadium tour after the release of his most recent album, Hurry Up Tomorrow.
Then we have Morgan Wallen, who announced his I'm the Problem tour.
Central C announced his world tour for Can't Rush Greatness, his debut album. Yugyeom announced his trusty North American and Latam tour.
Then we've got Veld Music Festival in Toronto with a stacked looking lineup.
And then we got the star-studded Lasso Festival in Montreal. Katy Perry announced the dates for the US legs of her The Lifetimes tour. Moving on to the most talked about albums this month, in case you missed it. Mac Miller's Balloonerism.
Hurry Up Tomorrow by The Weeknd.
Debí Tirar Más Fotos by Bad Bunny.
Can't Rush Greatness by Central C.
Wham by Little Baby. Eusexual by FKA Twigs.
And Winter Heptagon by GOT7.
And this month we're putting you guys onto an album. We've got Rave Immortal by Alt Black Era. This is more of like the punk scene, like black girls doing punk. I feel like we don't see that a lot. So take a listen, check it out. And let us know if you guys have any recommendations for albums that dropped this month that we may have missed.
That you really like. And now last but not least, we're gonna get into our roundup of top music videos for the month of January.
I mean, fuck, I like pills, I like drugs, I like getting money, I like strippers, I like to fuck, I like day drinking and day parties in Hollywood, I like doing Hollywood shit, snorted Bollywood. I know I'm a icon, push me with the lights on, but she got a hold on me like a python. I don't wanna lose her, cause she was my future. Shot to the chest, I was falling for the shooter.
juicy and wet. I don't even gangbang, pussy so good, make me throw up a set. That good kitty, good kitty, making my pet.
About your love, feeling suicidal, but I keep my head up. Out of pounds, couldn't count you, that's why I need my bread up. I told everyone I'll cut her off, can't be seen with her. She said I'm a slut, don't give a fuck, I agree with her.
What you doing? 기다리잖아, call back. On the track, 괜찮아, 나 go ahead. So, 주원아, 감기고 싶어, hurry up, 입을 가져와, 덮어줘.
How do I put this pain into words? Like a bullet from a gun, it burns. Slept on a vandal sofa and I woke up with spots on my face from germs. I feel betrayed by my girl, you were ungrateful when I gave you the mug. Even though I'm a man, I should hide it. I swallow my pride and say that it hurt.
Bleed some, bleed some, hit some, if you love me. Bleed some, hit some, if you love me.
Thank you guys so much for watching.
This has been Sade
and GK.
And we'll catch you in the next Much Music Roundup.
Much love.